to learn how to write a biography. So to write any biography, it means you are going to write real information about a person. Maybe he's already a footballer, a scientist, a writer, whatever. It's like a famous person. Or maybe you are going to write about your family member or a friend. But most of the time, you need to search this person that you are going to write about. You need to research the person, and you need to know what is the first thing. Birth and this date. Maybe he is still alive, you will know the birth date only. What else? Family. Family background. Raise your voice, please. Family background. It means you are going to know about his family. Maybe his family has a great role to to encourage him to finish his education. And then you are going to talk about his childhood, right?
Yes.
About his passion since he was young. After this, you are going to write about his lifetime accomplishments. It's about education. What else? Master degree, PhD, traveling, doing some researches. صح كده؟
Yes.
But in writing any biography, you have to do an order. What is the name of this order? Chronological order. It's called what?
Chronological order.
Why? Because everything is about steps. Don't start with childhood first. You can start with the date of birth. And then you can, after that, write about his career or his main work. And end your writings with something called lasting impact on society. Why people will always remember him. Maybe he invented something new. Maybe he was a legacy or a legend. Okay? So you are going to end it about his impact on the society. Also, we said in any topic we are going to start with sentence starter, right?
Yes.
Like at a young age, like surprisingly, and so on. And also, if he has like a famous quote, like something he said, we can just write it. So the first biography here, you can read it, is about Thomas Edison. You can see the date of birth, like he was born on. At a young age, what happened to him? He suffered from hearing problems. Many years later, you can talk about his work as a telegraph operator. You can write about his greatest achievement, the invention of the electric light bulb. But after that, you can say why we are going to remember him or his impact on society. Okay, let's write about another scientist. Let's write about Ahmed Zouil, okay?
Okay.
So, let's write the full name. What is the full name of him?
Ahmed Hassan Jihad.
Zouil, yes. There is something ringing on your phone. So, Ahmed Hassan Zouil. The famous quote, it means the famous things that he said. Do you know it? What he said? The famous things that he said?
Um,
He had passion for what? He had passion to be a doctor or for science?
Fine.
He said, I had a passion for science. Do you think his mother, she wanted him to be a scientist?
No.
She wanted him to be what?
A doctor.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. But I said no. You can put comma because I will put a connective. ادينا بنستخدم connective وهو ده الفيمس كيوت اللي هو قالها. I said no. I want to be a scientist. طيب بصي يا قلبي، كل ده في البريزنت، مش هو عشان قال كده؟ ما عدا طبعا my mother wanted me عشان هو كان بيتكلم في الباست. فكل اللي قاله ده هنحطها between what? quotation mark, right? Because he said that. بعد كده نتكلم عن البايوغرافي. Let's write his biography. So زويل let's write about his biography. زي بالظبط مين توماس إديسون. فهنقول زويل was born on what which date?
February 26,
Was born on, yes,
1946.
26 and then 1946. And then you can write the place in which country.
In Cairo.
Damanhur, Egypt, not Cairo. Damanhur, Egypt. So now, now we wrote about his date of birth. We wrote about the place. It's time to talk about the family and the childhood, right?
Yeah.
So do you think his family what? His family encouraged him or no?
Yeah.
Yes. So his family raised his expectation to be a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can talk about his family raised his expectation early to be a doctor. And also you can bring some real things like his father hanged the paper on his room, and it was written Dr. Ahmed Zwail, and it's okay. After this, you can write a childhood. We said in the childhood we will write a sentence starter at a young age. So can you tell me at young age he had a passion for what?
Um,
He had a
to
great passion for
understand.
education and science, right?
Yes.
عشان نربطها ليه هو بقى scientist. فاحنا بنتكلم عن نفس الموضوع. So you can start with a sentence starter at a young age. At a young age, he had a great passion for science and education. Or بلاش نقول science عشان هو قالها من شوية في الكيو بتاعته. Great passion to discover the nature, right?
Yes.
To discover the nature and understand everything around him. Okay. طيب تعالي بعد كده نتكلم بقى على ايه؟ اللايف accomplishments. هل هيفضل دايما في صغير؟ أكيد لأ. So we can start with eventually. Do you think he will study his PhD in Cairo or he traveled to United States?
And
He traveled to United States, right, to complete his PhD, right? مش احنا ماشيين ستيب باي ستيب يا قلبي. بعد خلاص الديت اوف بيرث، اتكلمنا عن الفاميلي، اتكلمنا دلوقتي على childhood. It's time to talk about life accomplishments like education, PhD, and so on. So eventually, he traveled to United States to complete his PhD. His PhD. كده life accomplishments. طيب ممكن نتكلم كمان ان he wrote a lot of papers and researches, but it's okay. طيب تعالي نتكلم على his greatest achievements. What do you think his greatest achievements?
he take the Nobel.
يبقى اسمها was awarded because someone gave it to him. Was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for doing what? For pioneering or inventing femtochemistry, right? Yes, for femtochemistry. برافو عليكي. يبقى تعالي نتكلم بعد اللايف accomplishment نتكلم على his greatest achievements. His greatest achievements or achievement came in 1999, by the way, when he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Because Nobel Prize, of course, it will be uppercase because this is like a name of a prize. وطبعا في ناس كتير اخدوا نوبل برايز not in chemistry. لازم تقولي specific in what? In chemistry. And also you need to say for what? For pioneering, to be the first one to talk about something called femtochemistry. Femtochemistry. طيب بعد ال greatest achievement هنقول بقى why everyone will remember him, right?
Yes.
So what do you think everyone will remember him? He will be remembered for what?
For
His impact on society. Why? Because he discovered many things in chemistry, right? طيب especially
yes,
mean people in Arab or the Middle Eastern scientists.
the Middle East.
So he will be remembered most for his lasting impact on society. وهم سموه ايه؟ The father of the femtochemistry. The father. And he gave an inspiration for Middle Eastern scientists to achieve more in the future, right?
Yes.
Okay. يعني هو تأثيره أكتر على ال Middle Eastern scientists because he is like a role model for them. فهنقول بقى آخر حاجة وممكن نكتب أكتر طبعا بس احنا نتكلم على الحاجات الأساسية اللي احنا عايزين نعملها كأوردر. He will be remembered. ليه بقولها passive؟ عشان احنا اللي نفتكره مش هو اللي يفتكرنا. Right?
Yes.
He will be remembered most for his lasting impact. It will be for forever. Why? In society. واحنا قلنا سمينا ايه؟ The father of femtochemistry, right?
Yes.
Okay. As هنسميه as the father of the father of femtochemistry. Femto. طيب قلنا كمان نزود عليها خلاص احنا عرفنا هو الفاذر اوف ذا femtochemistry نتكلم على تأثيرها بقى على generation. So you can put a comma and write is inspiring who many generations, right يا قلبي الأجيال الجديدة صح؟ خاصة بتاعت مين؟ Middle Eastern scientists. Middle Eastern scientists. إن هم يعملوا إيه؟ هيشجعهم لإيه يا قلبي؟ هم؟
So
To discover. برافو عليك. Discover more about what?
space.
برافو عليك. More about space, about chemistry, about chemical reaction. برافو عليك. يبقى كده دلوقتي احنا عملنا ايه؟ عملنا chronological order. بدأنا بالdate of birth والمفروض كمان نكتب الديت of death لأن هو توفى. Then we start with his family, his childhood, his life accomplishments and education. Then his greatest achievement for inventing the femtochemistry and awarded Nobel Prize in 1999. ونهيناها بإيه؟ The impact on society and why generations of Middle Eastern will always remember him because he is the father of femtochemistry and he encouraged them to discover more about space, about chemical reactions, and so on. So do you think this biography is difficult? Super easy. طب يا teacher بتعتمد على ايه؟ على اني ابقى عارفة facts and research this person first. Maybe I'm talking about a footballer, maybe I'm talking about a famous writer, a scientist, and so on. So I need to collect some information. في الامتحان دايما بيجيب لك ترتيب علشان بيعتمد على انك ممكن تبقيش عارفة المعلومة او يطلب منك تكتبي mini biography about a family member or a friend because you know more information about them. So you will start to talk about the date of birth for them, for your father مثلا, for his family, his childhood. Then you can talk about his work, his education. If he made a research about something, you can write it, and so on. So it's easy to write it, and really it's about collecting information and plan your writings.